And if I move my hand away there to the full length of my arm, you can't see it on the camera. So yeah, you've proven your point, my friend. I'm going to walk out now, okay? I can't even see where I'm going. And you don't see this every day, do you? A UFO. The Security Revolution Security Fog System.
We are going to do a demo. If you want to get in, it's made with water, glycol and alcohol. It's safe to breathe.
Yeah, yes please. Yeah, yes please.
The three guys will get in. I just want to go with you guys. Are you waiting still for me?
Okay to film it?
You can go? Or you want to
No, I don't think it's good.
Okay, let's go again. Go inside.
Oh wow, not much filming going on in here.
But this guy triggered a while ago, so if we trigger now again,
okay,
you will see it. Oh, he sent it.
So is this for like jewelers?
Yeah?
Is this for like a jeweler's shop?
Yeah, it's for jewelry shops, phone shops, bike shops, anything. So
right.
You can install this everywhere.
And is the aim of it to make them leave or to slow them down?
Actually, it's to make them leave and not to be able to pick anything from the place. So in 3 seconds it will be instant, the fog done, and then you cannot see anything after 9 seconds.
And activated by some sort of sensor or panic button?
It's activated by a panic button, sensor as well, PRR, shock sensors, and as well remote controls.
So activated remotely as well?
Yeah, and with an app. You can do it from wherever.
So not harmful to health, just slows you down in obtaining the goods.
Correct. As you see, you are breathing normally, perfect, and I didn't even trigger much. So, but that's it.
Oh, it's not, because I can still see the product. You can still see my hand, for example. Look at a full stretch. Oh, this is the machine down here, is it? And you can see it squirting out the smoke.
So now you see how I change this, so it's really easy. It's been changed now. Done.
So what did you just change, sorry?
The bag, because it was not enough liquid.
Oh, right.
So that's why it was not triggering.
How big's the bag?
It's nothing. That's what it is.
What litre is that?
So it's 500 ml.
Oh, 500 ml bag. And that would last just one explosion, would it?
It will last 3 explosions.
Oh, is that what you call it, explosion?
Wow.
Oh,
You say explosions.
you just copied my term. What's the technical term? Blast?
So yeah, actually it is a shooting. So.
Oh, shooting.
Yeah.
Once the panic button's pressed, does it have a delay while it warms it up?
No, not at all.
So what is the actual delay from pressing panic button to room filling?
3 seconds, so you can see now. So.
3 seconds to fill the room?
And now it gets more expanding into there. Now it's the actual.
Okay.
You see that now? You cannot see anything at all. And we are really close together, so
Yes.
go to you. Can you see me?
Yeah, so you really sort of have to get half a metre before you can see someone.
Yeah. So we are really like, look, here.
Yeah, yeah. But normally the front of the store would be rammed in at this point, so some of the smoke would be escaping. True?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If we open the door. And this activates now only 5 seconds because we just triggered this 5 seconds. Normally will be blazed in 40 seconds.
Yeah, it really is clouded up to about half a metre away from you. You can only just see your hand. And if I move my hand away there to the full length of my arm, you can't see it on the camera. So yeah, you've proven your point, my friend. I'm going to walk out now, okay?
Yeah.
I can't even see where I'm going. Oh yeah, and literally as you get out, it clears.
Yeah.
That's really good.
So the product, this one as is a demo, okay, we only shoot 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, but normally we shoot during 40 seconds. So actually the cloud it stays like 40 minutes, 35 minutes, that you will not see anything at all.
Yeah. That's really good. Yeah, brilliant. So it's all about, what's the 4.0? Is that?
So we have been in the market for 7 years, and this is our 4.0 device. So we started with another version,
right?
And now we have 7 different ones of these ones, and we can cover with one device up to 1,000 square meters.
1,000 square meters, one little box like this?
It's not like this little box is that one that is 80 square meters.
Right.
But the bigger one that will be 60 kilos, okay, weight, it will be 1,000 square meters.
So the lowest box that you do covers 80 square meters,
yeah.
right?
For example, this one, we program that normally we'll shoot during 40 seconds, so we cover 80 square meters, and this is only 12. What we do is we just program manually to trigger only 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's why you saw only 5 seconds.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So normally it's 40 seconds burst.
40 seconds.
That would fill a much wider area, and even if the store is smaller than 80 square meters,
yeah,
it would still shoot for 40 seconds, would it? Or do you tailor the shoot speed?
No, well, we did it here just to do many more demonstrations, and as well because the risk assessment says we cannot create that many fog.
Right, yeah.
Because you know this will be full.
Yeah, and I presume that's why they've put you near the fire exit where ventilation is a little bit better.
Yeah, look, nothing happens, so we just put the ventilator.
Yeah, you've got a fan down there as well to help it blow.
Yeah, to help it blow, etc.
Yeah, it all makes sense. Well, thank you so much for showing me. Now, if people want to have a look and inquire, is it ufosecurity.com?
Yeah. And then as well, they can follow us on in social media, in any social media like Instagram. It will be ufosecurity_. ES for Spanish or EN for England.
Okay, and your name's Daniel, is it?
Daniel.
And you're the director, sales director. Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you, Daniel. Thank you so much for showing me around, and I'm going to continue my walk around. Thank you so much.
See you. Bye-bye.
So there you go. Daniel has showed us something that we've heard about, but we've certainly never seen before like that. And being inside the actual demo system like that, you can't even see your hand as it's fully extended. So you can see why many people do choose this system. I mean, once the Ram Raiders have got in there, to make it harder for them to actually see the jewellery, and they're just like, oh no, we're wasting too much time in here now. We know the police are on their way, so we've just got to quit. We've got to grab whatever we can, which is just that short burst as they enter and the remote button is pressed, or the alarm has triggered, the fog, or even the panic button has been pressed. They've got a the window there has just been decreased massively just by having this system. So yeah, what an amazing thing. Oh, look at this. The VIP lounge. And look, the VIP bus. Oh dear. I wonder if I can get a drink of water from in there. Am I allowed to get a drink of water from in here? No. Just a drink of water. Oh yeah, thank you. Is it just the bottle here on the left? Yeah, thank you. And here we have the Fujifilm stand. And look at all them lenses that we've got. We often see big lenses on cameras, but not all together like that. Even binoculars at the bottom there, look. Look at that for a beast. It's a bit of a joke because nowadays this shoots in 4K, right? And look how small it is. It looks like a ridiculous thing. But you could either have a beast like this or something like this, but you can still have a successful YouTube channel with 4K footage, can't you? So when I see something like this, I always have a joke because mine's only got a 3x zoom on it. And we saw a CCTV camera down there that's got a 33x zoom.
40 times.
Is that 140? 40. It's amazing, isn't it?
That's taken from Dudley Coast Guard Station. That's like 5 miles away.
5 miles away, and you can zoom in on someone's house. Wow. So the largest zoom that you've got is 40 over there, is it? I'm just going to get that in view. So there you go, the Fuji Non. Mounted on a stand there like that. And I'll put up on screen right now the camera that I'm holding. It's just a DJI Osmo Pocket 2 camera. So are you guys, with you being at the security event, is because none of these are security cameras, are there? Is it like a telescope version that you're trying to?
To be fair, it's really a case of showing that in terms of CCTV for perimeter security, for surveillance, we supply into the military and the police forces across the world.
Right.
But likewise as well for static surveillance, and they will buy kit like this, long lens, high image capabilities. If you're looking at a subject from a kilometre away with a good lens and a good sensor, then you're going to get as much detail as possible. That's what it's about.
So obviously,
when you are surveilling, you don't want to be anywhere near who you're looking at.
So would you say like private investigators sort of area then for these sort of cameras, when they're surveying people from a distance?
The beauty of these as well is that with the way they're designed, they don't look like a big DSLR black box professional camera.
Yeah.
They're professional in terms of the image quality, but they're the camera that you or I would buy if you want to go do some holiday snaps. So that's the beauty of them. So they look like an ordinary camera, but they have the capability of high resolution, long range shooting, but also low light capability as well, because invariably if you're investigating these, it's not a nice sunny day and that you're in dark alleys and things like that.
So in a way, you sort of say you're staying covert because you don't want people to know what you're actually doing, but you're actually being overt because you could just be an amateur photographer or just a tourist.
Exactly.
But the tools that you've got are far more advanced than what a normal camera would be able to do. So are you telling me then, around me right now, there are like private investigators and...
I wouldn't know.
Well, obviously there is because you...
Well, no, because they're so good in covert, I wouldn't know.
All right, well, thanks for the little laugh and thanks for letting me see it. And I'll have my eyes open now. I'm going to try and spot the private investigators. Thanks, mate. Thank you. So there you go. Who are all these people that are amongst us? I just thought they were normal, like business owners that are looking to see what options they've got for securing their premises. But we have undercover agents that are looking for the next piece of emerging technology. Do you know this thing that's up there?
Yeah.
I went to a site and they had like a row of them, maybe 4 in a row, but it was only where the pedestrians were entering into the staff turnstile.
Yep.
So I thought that was at night, that was sending some signal into the security to tell them that movement has been censored.
Depends if it was our equipment or not.
So this one here, is that just saying someone's come past your barrier?
No, so it's called the LM100. So you can use 100 on one of these gateways. This is a gateway processor providing power and communications back to a host system. And we can go miles and miles and miles with these things. So we then run a 24 or 48 volt power bus to it. And then these things communicate wirelessly to one another. In their head is an accelerometer. So you attach it to the fence. If someone attacks the fence, tries to cut the fence, climb the fence, the lights can strobe or not, or raise levels, but they alert the control center and give you the exact position of the intruder.
Right.
So, but you can control the lighting as well through the CCTV front end, so you can light the perimeter.
Would this only be on a gap in the fence then?
No, generally it'd be facing the other way, and this might be, it could be the secure side or the insecure side, it's optional. So a lot of them, depending, that we tend to go with the outriggers or inriggers, following the barbed wire. So it sits under the barbed wire. If someone attacks the fence, starts to climb it, the lights for the whole zone come on, because we can zone these.
As a deterrent to the intruder?
Exactly.
Right.
So it's detect and deter. So they detect, they know they've been caught because the lights are either on or strobing, and in theory that acts as a deterrent.
So how much of it, so even if like a little touch on the fence like that, for example? Right.
Yeah. So we set these up to, obviously we've got to condition it to the fence because they move in the wind, you get things tapping the fence, so there's tolerances built in. Once we've set up that vent window and commissioned it, which we can do from anywhere on the planet because it's all back at IP, then essentially if it's 3 hits and that's the event window, it'll detect it.
So
if it's 1 hit and 2 further down, it's not going to go into a line.
I have noticed these strange wires that go across the fences, and I did wonder whether they are some sort of motion detector, right? What if they're snipped?
Depends on the design. So we've got systems that are cut immune using fibre. So if you cut the cable, it will still detect even on an open cable.
Right.
It's just the method of detection uses Rayleigh back scattering. So fibre disseminates back to its source as it travels down the fibre.
Yeah.
And that creates a return, and we can still detect tapping, cutting, climbing. On the more traditional coax fed systems, there's two different types. We use a cable that is basically a loose tube, so it's vibrating. So when the fence moves, it vibrates. We're looking at that minute vibration to detect the movement.
Which will be detected by the snip then?
We can detect it to within 3 meters on that technology.
Right.
Some other companies use what's called microphonic. And microphonic's a listening cable, so it's literally a microphone on the fence.
Wow.
So it's listening to the fence movement and for disturbances. So that's slightly different.
But is there any technology that will look like a wire that is actually a microphone into control?
Oh yeah, the microphonic systems do exactly that.
Any here?
You can connect a speaker to our system,
right,
and listen, but you're not listening to voices. You're listening to the hertz, if you like, of the fence, the actual kind of return from the fence. Because so it comes through in almost like listening to a fax machine. Not quite, but
because the actual identification of the intruder.
Yeah.
Listening, I mean, the CCTV is brilliant, but you never get voice, do you?
No.
So I've found now that voice is actually very helpful, beneficial for your evidence.
Watch the space.
Yeah. So one last thing then, do you know the power source going into your box?
Yeah.
Would that be the weak point if that's cut? Because then you've got no power to the whole thing.
That'd be a poorly designed system.
Yeah, you'd have to make that the power.
In a loop.
Yeah.
And we feed power over the sensor cables. So you've got power and communications going over the sensor cables. You can go anywhere between 3-4 kilometres without feeding any more power in. So you're generally feeding power in twice around the site.
Yeah.
So if someone cuts the cable, does that know?
Well, you'd have to have one guy that end, one guy this end. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go, wouldn't you?
But then that would give you a power fault, which is an alarm.
It's an alarm,
which is a tamper.
But it's not a constant alert. Which is, so if someone's asleep, for example, you rely on sort of a 1, 2, 3. No, I know what you're saying. But yeah,
it depends how you set up the head end.
Yeah. No,
so you can have different alert stages for different categories of alarms. So that comes through as a supervision alarm.
Yeah.
And a supervision alarm generally means call an engineer rather than call the security systems.
I go around making YouTube videos looking at security weaknesses of businesses. I put them on my YouTube channel, and the business owner hates it, right? So
good for us then.
Yeah, I've come here today to learn a bit more about what actually is emerging, and I did wonder about being able to listen to what we're saying from the outside while they're inside. Now, I know they can activate their intercoms without me pressing it. Sometimes they turn it on and listen to what we're saying out there.
It can be your Data Protection Act.
Yeah.
So you've got to bear in mind that business has to comply. They're not allowed to listen to you outside of their premises without your permission, are they? So
believe me, they do. But the data protection means they have to be responsible with that data as a data handler. They can't publish it online, but I can, because I'm a member of the public. So I can go round.
You can ask for it as well.
Yeah, you can ask for it as well. Oh, you've watched these videos, have you?
I'm a CCTV installer, so we're supposed to know these things.
Right, yeah. Have you ever watched that channel before?
Where are you? djaudits, is it?
No, right, okay.
I'm getting old now.
Yeah. Oh, watch it, it's funny. But yeah, so yeah, thank you so much. It's good to know that the fences are not listening to us like I thought they might be nowadays.
Like you think.
Yeah.
But they do use the audio to tune into content on the fence in its location.
The last one that I've been to was Rolls-Royce in Derby. They have got the armed police base there. We noticed that not only would they have electric fences, but they had the best sort of system that you've got. Just tell me the technical term for it again, the fence wire.
Well, this is a fence, it's essentially a vibration detector.
Vibration detector.
In our case, other systems have what's called microphonic.
Microphonic and vibration.
Microphonic detection.
Right, okay.
It's a similar principle, it's just different analyzers.
I like to talk technical terms with them and it bamboozles them.
Yeah. We're a loose tube coax. It doesn't look like this, it's just the armoured version. It looks like a smaller ball cable like that. Fence, so it's quite intrusive.
And it's black normally, isn't it?
And it's black.
Yeah.
That's going through the kind of, the header, the BT coils as they call them, the razor wirings.
Yeah. So are we going to see these more often then, or are they quite rare product, the actual...
Light to get used mainly, I've seen it deployed in New York for safety systems.
Right.
So coming out of, say, a construction site.
Right.
So we're using it to strobe and using audio warnings for health and safety. In the UK, this hasn't taken off yet.
Yeah, not seen it.
There's a lot of concrete posts and fences that we can't retrofit into. It's a different. The whole idea around that is detect, deter, whereas this is just detect. So what would I prefer detect and deter? That's not.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an enhancement to the fence.
Because a dumb criminal might not know what the hell this is, and it'd be nice for them to know you have been we know you're here. What's the word? You have been detected.
Detected, but that's the thing. A lot of security teams don't like that because they can test it. You see, they can tap it. Oh yeah, I can make a nuisance of myself. I know that goes into alarm now. I'll go somewhere else, or try and attack it further around, or look for the obvious area where these are.
Yeah.
Because that would be the opportunity. So you're right. There's no one single solution, is there?
So your company is SendStar, is it?
We're SendStar.
And you're Simon, right? Thank you for your time, Simon. It's been very enlightening, and yeah, you've taught me that the fences don't listen, which is what I wanted to hear. Yeah, thank you so much, Simon. I'm going to move on now. Thank you. So there you go, SendStar Omnitrax, the CPNI certified buried perimeter intrusion detection sensor. That's a mouthful, isn't it? So it's nice to know that these little wires that we always see, they're only detection and they're not got the capability to listen yet. But he said, watch this space. So yeah, what you say, you've got something a bit different here.
Right, so, well, this is access control software platform, so nothing too drastic. It's a new software platform, and in time that will link everything on this stand together.
Right, okay, so every time somebody swipes a card in any of the building, it appears in a central screen like this.
So this is cloud, this is a pseudo cloud. It'll take a few moments to go through because the Wi-Fi in this building is not the best.
Oh, so you've used contactless on your phone to get access?
You can use a card or fob, but you can send with that as mobile access key from HID. HID are a group company of Vassar Alloy.
Right, okay.
This is HID technology, our handle stacks behind our HID technology. So yes, it'll take a while for it to come through, just because of the Wi-Fi in this building.
Yeah.
But this is the controller for Incedo. So this can house obviously hardwired readers, as we've just seen, but also hubs.
Right.
So this is Bureau software, so this is our, I would say, flagship battery operated access control system. This integrates not just with Incedo that you saw on the other side, but around 45 others, like Gallagher, for example.
Right.
Gallagher, Lenel, LAM, you name it, it integrates to it.
Okay. So for example, again then, it can be on your phone.
Phone or card.
Phone or card, you just tap yourself there, it goes green and then you can open the door.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
If it's enrolled, this one's not enrolled, so draw that one.
So is this, I know the card system, that's old technology, but it's the first time I've actually seen it done through a phone.
So this one,
is that unique to yourselves or not?
No, it's not unique to ourselves. It's where the market's going.
Right.
It's not unique to ourselves. This here, I'm just going to show you. This is a different system called Smarter. This does have wireless wall readers.
Right.
And it will communicate to a hub like that.
Okay.
Or there could be something called an update on card system, which is kind of like hotel software, whereby they roll a card for you on a desk, set your credentials up at the desk, and away you go. So only your card will only work on only your room.
Right.
Or you can have a full wireless system whereby somebody types that into a computer, and wirelessly all information is transmitted through to the lock, so it only accepts that person's card.
Yeah.
There's the difference between the two. It's just with a wireless, you have to have the hubs. With updates on cards, you don't need any hubs.
Right.
It's just the handles. All these handles are wireless anyway. But this is an app which is on App Store and Android now. We'll open now. Tap it.
And it's pretty instant, is it? Does it rely on good signal on the device?
No, it's Bluetooth.
Okay, so it's already pre-registered, and Bluetooth is when it's active, it talks to the wireless door handle.
You have to be running the app, it doesn't run in the background, so you couldn't, with your phone locked, you couldn't go like that.
Okay, and not a double pressed on the Apple devices to get it?
No, yes.
Like a wallet sort of?
Press like that, so open your Open Now app, you press the padlock,
okay.
Then present your phone.
Okay, so you literally have to open the app.
It's for security purposes.
Yeah.
So if somebody were to steal your phone, for example, they can't get access to your house if that was on your front door.
Yeah. Well, in fairness, is that an Android phone or?
Yeah, this is Apple.
Okay. And when you do the double press on the power button, do you get your wallet options come up?
Can do, yeah.
Yeah. And would it not be a wallet option?
No, it's a separate application.
Because if it would be a wallet option, you still need facial recognition or a PIN to put in to access those.
If it's with HID app, yes.
Right.
So the HID app, when you open up the HID app, with Incedo, this kit, we are working on our own app at the moment, but at the minute we're using this, so that is a physical card on your phone.
Oh, right, okay.
HID card.
Yeah, that's what I was...
These aren't compatible, so these are the older style locks.
Right.
They look the same now, but there's a BLE chip in the new one, so they're Bluetooth enabled, whereas these ones aren't, they're just card technology.
Well, thank you. I did not know that your phone could be used to instead of a card. So that's great to know. Would you also agree that it would be great to use your card on your phone to actually get money out of a cash machine? You know, like contactless cash withdrawal, because that's not a thing yet, is it?
No.
And you still need to go through the security, facial recognition or PIN through your phone. Because that's literally what you've done. You've accessed your phone. You've then gone into an app and gone into a secure area. Why can't you go into the secure section of your bank account and withdraw money? So I can see how things are going, and it's great to see. Because who wants to carry cards around?
Well, what people do want in an ideal world is for me to walk up to this lock now, with my phone in my pocket, and it's open for me. That's what people want. At the minute, it can be done by facial recognition cameras.
Yeah, I've just saw one of them earlier.
Walk up and it will open the door for you, roll out the red carpet, and away you go.
But cost, this is going to be cheaper than facial recognition all day long.
Well, one of those handles is about £400 list price, but you get quite hefty discounts off that.
Okay, so if the rare chance that one of my viewers actually want to get some of this technology, who do they contact? Is it Essa Abloy?
Essa Abloy, yeah.
Right, okay, is that who you are as well?
Yes.
And you're Luke. Thank you so much, Luke. Are you a sales manager? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, wow.
So I look after all this access control kit here from a business development perspective. Well, I'm putting little bits of the videos that I've taken today. I'll use this one. It'll be on DJ Audits on YouTube, so thank you very much for your time. Brilliant, thank you.
Thank you. So there you go. You can actually use the app on your phone nowadays to get access into restricted areas of buildings. You know, historically, it's always been with the special security card. And who wants to carry cards around with them nowadays? And, you know, they're on lanyards and stuff like that, but you always forget, don't you? So most people always have their phone on them. So problem solved in the future. And like I said, I would like to see using the contactless facility on your phone, like you just saw there. That one's Bluetooth. Using the NFC contactless function on your phone to actually withdraw cash in the future. That would be amazing. So yeah, Essa Abloy, it's a thumbs up from me. Digital key systems. So that's the end of another part of the Birmingham NEC security event day. Hope you've enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye for now.